into the picture soon to make the sauce for these, but I am making some pork and pineapple curry, or I'm starting it off at the moment. What we need to do is we need to brown off our pork, and I've just got some pork fillets here. You can use pork chops. You could even do this as a roast as well, and it would be nice as well, but we like to do it with some pork fillets or chops and some mashed potato and boiled veggies in the Thermomix, which we'll show you in another clip. So what we need to do is just brown this off. So I'll get this started, and what I've got is just some coconut oil in there. You could use olive oil if you wanted to as well, or you could even use a mix of olive oil or butter or ghee, whatever floats your boat. And I've got some corn flour in here, which will help thicken my slow cooked pork. So with the corn flour, you could also use arrowroot flour or tapioca flour, and that will all work just as well. Alright, so I need to wait till that heats up a little bit. I'll just coat this. You don't want a massive amount of flour, so just shake off any excess. So you just want to test that your oil is hot enough. So just kind of put a piece in. When it sizzles, it is hot enough. I just need to give this a couple of more seconds. Now we don't want to cook our pork, we just want to brown it off. So we're only going to do this for 30 seconds to a minute on each side. Okay, so you don't want to completely cook your pork, you literally just want to brown it a little bit like this. So as you go, once they're done, just pop them into your slow cooker, and then we'll make our sauce and we'll put that on and then it'll be done.
Alright, we're up to the potatoes and veggies. So to get a good mashed potato, you need to choose the right potato to start off with. We have got Nicola potatoes here, but Desiree are really good, and also Dutch creams are a really yummy mashed potato. Generally it'll say it on the bag. If you're buying them from the supermarket, it'll say what they're good for. So try and look out for one that actually says mashed, like good for mashing.
You don't want new potato or pink eye or anything like that, because they're really delicious boiled with some butter over the top, but not so good for mashing.
Yep. Okay, so all I am literally doing is I filled my jug of water to about the 1 litre, just below, so I've covered all my blades, well and truly covered. And I can't hold it up for you, but it's, just over the blades, give or take a centimetre or two. And then chop your potatoes up into, quarters, I suppose, obviously depending how big your potato is.
The smaller you chop your potatoes, the quicker they will cook. Yeah. So if you don't have a lot of veggies up the top here, then chop your potatoes quite small, because you want them to cook quickly, because you don't want to overcook your broccoli or anything like that. But if you've got a lot of veggies up the top and you think they're going to take quite a while to cook, then you can chop your potatoes a little bit bigger. So what I like to do is pop the veggies that are going to take longer to cook in the bottom of my steaming basket, and the veggies that aren't going to take as long, or that I still want a little bit of crunch to, because I don't like soggy broccoli, I'm going to put that in the top tray. So yeah, just be mindful of where you do place your veggies, because it does make a big difference.
Yeah, absolutely. The other thing I was going to add as well is you could mix this up with some sweet potato or pumpkin as well. So you don't just have to use potatoes. Bearing in mind that sweet potato and pumpkin will generally cook a bit quicker than your potato, so either sit them on around the top part of the basket or chop them slightly bigger than your potatoes.
What I've got here is just some frozen beans, peas and corn, broccoli, carrot, but again, you can add whatever veggies you want. If you want squash or, I can't even think, cauliflower or Brussels sprouts, whatever. Just add whatever veggies you want.
Absolutely. There we go. Easy as. So we're just going to set that on for
20 minutes. That's 20 seconds.
Oh. 20 minutes, people, 20 minutes. There we go.
Temperature of aroma. You do want it to steam. And just speed 1, 2, it doesn't really matter as long as you've got that water going. Of course, during the cooking process of this, after 20 minutes, check your potatoes. If they're cooked, great. If they're not, keep it going. You might like to set your veggies aside because, again, we don't want soggy veggies. So do keep an eye on your veggies as well because it will depend whether you have frozen or not frozen or how much you've got in there and what type of veggies. It's all going to depend on what you are cooking in there. So just keep an eye on them. When they're ready, take it off, set it aside, and then wait for your potatoes to keep cooking.
Yeah, now just one more tip. The water in the bottom will have all that juice running down through it, so don't throw that out. You could actually use that to make a stock or to make a soup with or to make your gravy with. So you can freeze that in ice cube trays or in little, you know, silicone molds or something like that that are easy to snap out, and you would have like sort of veggie water, I suppose, as a base to some of your other recipes.
That's what Mum always did growing up. She always used the veggie waters to pour into the homemade gravy.
Yeah,
it's so good.
Okay, so now on to making the sauce. It's really simple, like Jo said. All we're going to do is chop off some garlic. So we've got one and a half cloves of garlic here, one real big one and a little one, and just 1 onion. So we're just going to chop that off in the Thermomix for about 3 seconds, speed 5. Slow cooker. Oh, sorry, no we're not. What we're going to do is we are going to add the sauce mixture. So we're just going to add the juice of a tin of pineapples. So try and choose the pineapple in the supermarket that is in juice, not in syrup. The juice of a tin and a teaspoon of curry powder. So you can use any curry powder you like. Obviously adjust it. This one is a mild one, but you can choose hot versions, so just be wary of that you're not putting in a teaspoon of hot curry powder when you're thinking you're putting in a teaspoon of mild curry powder. Because that has happened to me before and it was really hot. And a teaspoon of paprika. And we're going to just give that a bit of a mix on reverse just to coat and get that all off the sides there. So reverse. Just give that a whiz around. Okay, so we're just going to scrape all that out. I told you this was really, really easy. Scrape all your mix out. We also want to add just 1 bay leaf. I've got a bit of a broken one here, but 1 bay leaf. And then your pineapple. Now you can choose to cut your pineapple if you wish into quarters or cubes, or if you've bought already sliced pineapple, you know, the diced up pineapple, that's fine as well. Add that in. And that's it. It's really as easy as that. Like we said at the start, really, really simple. You'll be able to whip that up really quickly before heading out to your day's activities. So enjoy. So it really is just as quick as that to whip up a really hearty dish for one of those really busy days that you have, and we really hope you enjoy it.
So make sure you leave your comments in our Sister Mix and chat group on Facebook because we love, love, love seeing what you make, and we love knowing, you know, hearing if your family really loves the dish as well. So we'll speak to you over there. this is just about finished. We've got a couple of seconds to go. Now it's cooling down for 8 seconds. So when you're moving your lid, like when you're taking your lid off, always make sure you pull it away from you so that steam comes out. And then you can use this as like a little tray to catch all the drips. So that can just sit there. They're definitely cooked. And we'll check our potatoes to make sure they're cooked. Oh yeah, beautiful. All right. That's the dog.
That's my naughty puppy dog.
1 sec, I need to grab the spatula. Alright, got the spatula. Take this out, be careful because obviously it's going to be hot. Now I'm just going to sit that to the side for a minute and tip out the water that's in there. As Tracy said before, you can keep it if you want, but we're going to tip it down today. Pop it back in there, tip your potatoes back in.
And this is where it gets a little bit tricky.
Yeah, so I guess you want to add as much butter as you like. Definitely want 100% butter. We don't want to be using margarine being additive-free. So we're just going to sort of put a knob of butter in. It wants to come off. Woo!
Good catch.
And depending on how many potatoes you have, also if you've used pumpkin or not, will depend on how much milk you have as well. So I always like to just add just a couple of tablespoons in to start with, give it a little whiz, and then see what the consistency is like. Now this is the trick when you're making mashed potato in your Thermomix, is to not overbeat it.
Definitely.
The potato will go like glue and it will be awful. We're going to mix this on reverse, and again, don't over mix it. So I'm just going to mix it for probably 2 seconds on about speed 4 and see what it's like, okay? So it does need a little bit more mixing, but I'm going to get the spatula in there and give it a bit of a helping hand.
Can I show them?
Yeah, do that. So you can still see there are some lumps. Hopefully you can see that. It really only needs probably another second. And I reckon we're done.
Wow, that is easy.
Mm-hmm.
I am a bit ashamed to say that I've never actually done mashed potato in my Thermomix, so that was my first time as well, people.
You can add a bit of salt and pepper if you like. Oh yum, that looks so thick and creamy. Look at that.
There you go.
So we will serve that now with our pork curry, and you get to see a pretty photo at the end. So thanks for joining us in May. We've got a lot planned this month, and we hope you enjoy all the recipes.
Yep. And keep sharing them in the chat group with us, because like Jo said earlier, we do love to see them, and we can't wait to see and hear if you've liked this recipe as well. Really hope you enjoy it, and enjoying Meals Made Easy.